Hey guys, so I have the June Boxycharm Premium. I do pay for this with my own money. I do also have my Luxe unboxing and try on in English and Spanish, and also my PR box, and now I am recording my premium one. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in. My social medias are down below if you want to follow me there. Subscribe if you want to keep watching more of my content, and let's jump into it. So first thing in here is the Glow Recipe Avocado Melt Retinol Sleeping Mask. I'm so excited for this. This is $49. It's supposed to have avocado, PHA. It's supposed to be a very nourishing mask. I absolutely love their melon one for night. So I'm super excited that this came in my box. I have to say, everything from Glow Recipe that I've tried, I've absolutely loved. I love their cleanser. I love their like daily watermelon moisturizer. I love their misting spray, their banana one. I'm dying to buy the banana one. I actually just asked for a sample at Sephora and loved it. So this is what it looks like right there. Let me smell it because I've been curious like if it has a smell. Okay, it doesn't have a smell, which I'm okay with, because I was like, oh, what do avocados smell like? That is really nice. I can't wait to try that one. And I definitely love Glow Recipe. I like I said, I can't tell you enough good things about the things that I've tried from them. They have all been A+. Next thing in here is the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette, and I will show this in the try on portion. As always, I have down below timestamps. So this is what the packaging looks like, and I was so excited when I saw that this was in here. So that is what the packaging looks like. Is that not gorgeous? I love this. Just like last time we got the, what is this? Last time I got this chocolate gold, and I love the packaging. Like, I just love when Too Faced, like they're so good about packaging and making everything just like the appearance. So let me go ahead and show you guys what the palette looks like. And I love that the mirror doesn't just like plop over, so you can like literally stand it up if you wanted to. And those are the shades. I will say that I feel like I could use any one of these shades. Someone who might be way fairer and paler would definitely have to have a very light hand with these darker shades down here, because they are pretty pigmented. And then someone who is a darker skin complexion, like a tan to a deep skin tone, might have some issues with these. They might just have to use them to highlight their brow bone area or stuff like that, because I feel like they would be able to use maybe the yellow and the orange a little bit more than this light one. So this is kind of like a multi-function palette, but I feel like depending on your skin tone will depend like if you could really use this a lot. I will say I dipped into this medium highlight and I really enjoyed that. You will see that in the try on portion, just to highlight underneath my eye area. And then I used the deep highlight as a blush, and you can actually see that also in the try on portion. And then I also contoured using these as well. And you know what, I was also surprised that this doesn't have like a super strong cocoa smell like some of their eyeshadow palettes. This one is way more of a subtle chocolate smell. So yeah, super excited about that, and that is $44. Next up is the Zoeva Matte Eyeshadow Fix. This is supposed to be like literally a primer. This is $12, and I do try this on. It's just like a little squeezy tube, and I was surprised because it goes on super matte, and I thought that maybe my eyeshadows would catch on it. I did set it with you know, just like with an overall lid shade, and I didn't have any issues whatsoever. I feel like it performed really nicely, so we'll add this into my primer collection. Next up is the Kat Von D Vegan Beauty Ink. Oh no, it's not called Kat Von D anymore. It's called the KVD Vegan Beauty Inkwell Longwear Matte Eyeliner, and this is worth $20. They say that they've changed their name, but then it says Kat Von D on there. So I don't know if this product is like before they changed it and they're just trying to get rid of them. But I definitely have to say that I do not care for this liner whatsoever. This is worth $20, and it just sucks. You will see it in the try on portion. You have to keep dipping into this to keep getting product onto the brush itself. it runs out of ink right away, so you have to keep dipping in and applying, dipping and applying. Also, another thing that I didn't notice until I tried to apply my mascara is that of course you want to like have it near the base of the lash, and this sticks your lashes together. So I was so upset when I started applying my mascara. I was like, what the hell, what's going on? And it was this. So I definitely can say that I'm not gonna be using this. Next thing in here is the $1 Billion Brow Sculpting Duo Brush. This is worth $30. I actually use this as well in my try on portion with my with the Cocoa contour, and it does a really nice job of just fitting into those little you know, spaces for contouring. And then this one I actually contoured my nose with. I definitely have to say this is a nice brush. It feels really nice. It seems to be synthetic if I'm not mistaken. It doesn't say, but I think it's synthetic. But I hate dual brushes like this because I can never store them anywhere. So I prefer brushes that are only one end, just because of that, because it is a pain to store this in any cup or anything, because I just feel like one side is gonna get jacked up. So that's the only that I got with that brush. And then the last thing in here is the Skin & Co. Sardinian Spirit Shower. I'm thinking that that's like from Italy. Yeah, it says the Italian collection. I actually went to Italy and absolutely love Italy. So it's supposed to have notes of Sardinian, which I don't know what it is, Amaretto, lemongrass, and wild orange. Oh God, that smells so good. Oh, that is such a very fruity smell that I love. So this is actually worth $22, which is not too bad. This comes with 7.7 fluid ounces, so I will definitely be trying this. It doesn't say that it does anything for your skin other than just have like the smell of Italy, which I don't mind whatsoever. So yeah, that is it for my premium unboxing, and now we will jump into the try on portion. Okay, so the first thing from the premium box that we're gonna try is the Eyeshadow Fix Matte Longwear, and see if what this looks like. It seems to be just a primer, so I'm just gonna squeeze some, like a little bit out onto my finger and see what that looks like on the eye. I can already tell you it's more of a dry kind of formula. It doesn't glide on as much, and it does have a little bit of pigment to it, which is nice, like for people who want to cover up you know, their veins and things like that on their eyelid. So just a little bit, just not to overdo it or anything like that. With eye primer, you always want just the tiniest bit, and usually that's enough. From my premium box, I'm gonna go ahead and test out this KVD Inkwell liner. Supposedly Kat Von D is no longer associated with this brand, so yeah, but it still says her name. It says Kat Von D. So yeah, but anyways, just for the sake of the video, I am going to try this. If you did see my declutter, I did get rid of a lot of my old products from her. Not only because they were old, but I don't know, I just don't feel as motivated by the brand lately. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do a really thin line on the top of my lashes. This is super matte. Wow, this is super matte. But I'm not a fan of this. I can already tell. You have to seriously keep dipping back in. I definitely prefer a, what's it called? Like a felt tip liner that is just consistent than this. Okay, so just got a thin matte line. I do feel like this is a lot more work than what it's worth, just because you have to keep dipping back into this thing. Going to dip into the Cocoa contour, which I'm so excited about. And there's a light highlight, medium highlight, deep highlight, and likewise with the contour. The packaging on this is divine. I love this. So I think I'm gonna go into this medium highlight shade, that yellow shade, and apply a little bit with my Wayne Goss airbrush and see how that applies. underneath the eye just to kind of brighten up a little bit. So I don't know if you guys can see a difference between this eye and this one, but I like the fact that it actually just gives like a little bit of a subtle luminous to it. It's not something like way too overpowering because a lot of times like some of these powders can be a little bit too much and then it looks like way too much. I love the way this just, I don't know if you guys can just tell, like it just brightened it a little bit without putting too much product or heaviness onto that under eye area. So I'm gonna go ahead and then maybe just use this whole thing as my contour and bronzer all in one. So let me go ahead and use the brush that came, which is this $1 billion brush, which is supposed to be some kind of contouring brush. So I'm gonna use the medium contour here and just tap in there. And it does have like a gray undertone to it. So I'm just going to carve out my cheeks and contour with this. And then I'm gonna dip into the kind of little smaller side and go into the light contour and use that a little bit for my nose. And I'm not one to like overdo it on the whole nose thing, but. And then I'm gonna go into this deep highlight just because it's more of an orangey shade. I know I will never use that as a real highlight on my face. And then I'm going to find, let me see. I'm gonna use a blush brush and see if I can use that as a blush. Ooh, that is pretty. So yeah, this is actually a really beautiful palette. Okay, for my final thoughts, I absolutely love my premium box. Just between the Too Faced Cocoa contour and the avocado melt, like they just won me away. I was like, yes, this is worth the $35 that I pay for it. The shower gel, I know I'm gonna use. The, what is this called? Like the brush. The only thing that I have to say, even the like eyeshadow primer, I'm excited to keep using. The only thing is this inkwell liner from Kat Von D is a total fail for me. Not only as a product, but it kind of just like makes me iffy that it still has her name on there. So I'm like, did you guys just like want to get rid of old product? I don't know, it just like sits with me the wrong way. Anyways, let me know what your thoughts are down below. But other than the Kat Von D, everything else in the box I'm happy with, and I do feel like I got a bang for my buck. As always, I will put the total value around here if you're interested to know how much it was worth. But like I said, I only paid $35 and I definitely feel like I always get my money's worth. I've been really loving the premium box. So yeah, so let me know what your thoughts are down below. Follow me on my social media, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.